Do a quick video on the sun and the moon. So in the heliocentric model, the sun is very big compared to the Earth, and the light that we receive comes in parallel rays due to the size relationship between the sun and the moon, or the sun and Earth. Um, in the flat Earth model, the sun is smaller and it's closer, and it brings its light with it as it makes a circuit around the flat Earth. So sort of just moves across the plane in a circuit and brings the light with it. So both models can make some sense. But one problem that I have is when I see something like this, and we see this a lot all the time. Um, they have reasons for this. They say that it's due to light refraction or magnification. Um, sure, the refraction makes a little sense to me, but the magnification doesn't really, because magnifying glasses usually concentrate the light into a point rather than spread it out. So light refraction, that's a possibility. Um, but one reason why I don't really buy that 100% is because when I look at the sun um, with my own eyes, just for a split second, sometimes I feel like the light is um, sort of radiating out of it, and it's very close. That's just the instinct that I have when I look at the sun. So I kind of lean more towards a closer, smaller sun to um, versus a large one that's an extremely large one that's far away. It's just my senses telling me it's close. It just feels like it's close. So um, yeah. So next, I want to talk about the moon. The moon. There's some people have been saying like the moon is a transparent disk. Now I understand the transparent part because I've seen those videos where people have seen stars through the moon, and sometimes it does look transparent to me. I don't know if 100% whether those photos are real. I myself have never seen a star through the unlit side of the moon, so I can't really say for sure. But it does look transparent sometimes. But when you look at it, it's always perfectly circular throughout all its phases. Um, you could just see that it is just generally circular. And when people say that it's a transparent disc, I never really understood that. I feel like that's very easily debunkable because if it was a disc and you have one viewer here looking up at the moon, and he sees it as a perfect circle. That means that if it's a disc, it's facing towards him in the perfect direction, the perfect angle, where it'll appear as a circle to him. Now, if his friend over here in a different state looks at the moon, they're in different locations. He may see the moon in more of an elliptical shape, like this. If it's a disc, I'm assuming disc means a very very shallow cylinder. But uh, if if I'm missing something here or I'm not understanding it right, please correct me. So yeah, I feel like he might see something like this if it's truly a disc. Um, the thing about a disc is that if a disc exists in 3D space, there's so many different possibilities for the types of shapes that it'll make. Most of the time, it's going to look like an ellipse because if it's going to look like a perfect circle, that means it's facing you, and it's a perfect circle every time you look at it. So hope that was helpful, guys. And if I missed anything here about the disc thing, please correct me. I just never understood that idea about the moon being a disc. I don't know what the moon is. Sometimes it's doing its own thing. We've never seen it turn even a little bit, so I can understand why there's some some speculation about it being a disc that's just sort of rotating, but I don't know. I don't know about the disc. All right. Thank you very much. See you later.